start our meeting today, we're going to have the pledge and we're going to have a invocation. Each week when we meet, we ask somebody in the clergy to come and do our invocation. This week it's Reverend Curtis Hurley from the First United Methodist Church. Whether or not you want to participate in the invocation is totally up to you, and whether or not you participate will have no bearing on the business that you've come here to conduct today. We invite all denominations or any religious organizations that would like to have part in the invocation to contact my office, and we'll be glad to schedule you so that everybody can be included. So with that, I'll ask if we would stand. I get to lead the pledge myself today.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Early before you start today, my assistant, Melissa, had a car accident last Tuesday. She's at the doctor right now. She has a bad elbow. We don't know if it's broken or not. And anybody else we need to be thinking about in the community?
I'd say a little prayer for her father. He's having some complications.
Okay.
Nothing serious.
She was up visiting her dad when this happened. Melissa Callahan.
Please remember our military during this holiday time, if you would be so kind.
Also, the family of the boy got killed, the bishop.
Yeah.
Derek Bishop.
Derek Bishop family.
Lord our God, we come before you and give our thanks that even before we speak, even before we acknowledge your presence, you are already here. And so we simply offer you our thanks for your presence, for your bending down to hear. This is the message of Christmas, O God, is that you were so in love with your world that you decided to come to it, to this world that you created as one of us. And so we rejoice, O Lord, that you are present here to us now. And therefore hear our prayers for the conduct of this meeting. May it be done with respect one for another, with your wisdom at work. May it be done, O God, with an eye toward your will being accomplished in this community. Hear our prayers also, O Lord, for these whom we have named. We do pray, O God, for Melissa, and pray for those who are attending to her now, that she may mend in body. We know her soul is strong, and we give you thanks for that. We pray also for her father, Reverend Callahan, and pray that you would continue to strengthen and bless him day by day. Hear our prayers, O God, for the family of Derek Bischoff, this young man who was taken so early in life. We pray, Lord, that your presence and your spirit may be with that family as they grieve, but give them to know that hope and joy which comes to people who hold faith in you. We pray also, O God, for those who are serving overseas on our behalf. They are defending our country, defending the values that we uphold and hold dear. And so we ask, O God, that your protection would be upon them, that those whom they serve over there would benefit from their service. Pray for their families here at home as they long for them. Bring them back to us safely in your good time, O God. And until then, we continue to pray and to have hope in you, the one who has given us so much and more besides that we cannot even express. And with gratitude, with joy, and with hope and faith, hear our prayer, O God. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Call the meeting to order. First order of business will be check your cell phones to be sure we got them on vibrate or off, whichever the case might be. then we will have roll call.
Jane Oakley, Fran Schomel,
Present.
Leonard Urban.
Present.
Mike Bishop,
Present.
Ron Coldiron.
Let the record show 3 out of the 5 Board of Works members are present today. We have a quorum, and we can do business. Second order of business tonight, or today, would be the reading of the minutes from the last November 18th, 2013 meeting.
I move we accept the minutes of the last meeting, Your Honor, from November 18th, 2013.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second to accept the minutes as they were printed and sent out to the members. Any additions or corrections? None appearing, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Under new business, rewarding the bid for gasoline and diesel fuel for the utility and also for the city.
Actually, this one's just for the city.
This
Mayor.
one just for the city. Has the committee got a report, or do we
Well,
have?
we didn't have a committee because we didn't receive a bid.
We never received a bid at all.
No, we received no
Okay.
bids for the cities.
So are we allowed then, John, to continue with our existing contract?
If it's renewable,
It's renewable.
yes.
I need a motion to that point then, since we advertised and we did not get a bid. I'm asking the Board of Works to renew the contract with Speedway
I'll
at
make
the
a motion.
same prices as last year.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A motion and a second to renew the contract with Speedway, and we'll work under the same program in 2013 as we did in, 2014, as we did in 13. Any discussion? Anybody out there have anything? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now we have the opening bids for fuel for utility.
The utilities is down here.
Okay, you don't want to take that now, I was just gonna get it done, okay. I have a request for proposals for a grant administrative. If you'll take care of that, we'll do that.
This is for the housing grant for the city of Connersville for the rehab of homes. And I believe we only got one bid, right, Julie, from Star Development. So,
That's already been approved by the council, hasn't it?
No,
Not
council
this year's,
doesn't
I
have to
don't think.
approve this.
Say,
No,
Yeah.
but they can move forward with it.
We haven't even talked.
we
to them
don't take
about
it to
this.
council, there's no, well, there is money involved,
A little bit.
a little. But I think they did earlier. She said she had come earlier in the year.
Yeah, she was here, I had her here to propose it to the council, and the council wanted to do it. Maybe
Yes.
that's all we did.
Yes, yes. So we are moving forward for that request.
Well, the bid is in order, and since we only have one bid, John, I think it's in order to accept it. It's providing that,
We will have to score that application still, but I think under the circumstances, we've worked with them before
Yes, who's done this.
and had very good service.
3 or 4 years we've worked with them.
Yes, for several years.
That was Cambridge City, aren't they?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So I recommend that we even go ahead and sign the contract with Star Development.
I need a motion.
I'll make that motion that we grant this contract up to Star Development for the grant and administrative services for the proposal, and I don't want to go through all of the letters, but you know what it is.
CDBG and
IHCDA.
You know what all that stands for?
Indiana Community
Health
Development.
Association, yeah.
I'll second.
Thanks, Fran.
Does it look like it's in order, John?
Yes, it does.
Okay, any discussion? Anybody here representing the company? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I'd like to take resolutions 2013-90 to 2013-100. Don't make me read them all, Fran,
Okay.
unless you want to read them. We have a lot of transfers. We're at the end of the year and we're transferring all kinds of money from Peter to pay Paul. Is the board satisfied to take them, or do you want them read?
I'm satisfied to take them with Fran as Your Honor.
I did have a question on one, I'm sure Julie can answer it.
7,000?
The other contractual services is 7,000, what was that?
Well, we have a bill for the Area 9 for the 211. We always have an agreement for that. It's $5,000 that's due. And we just had a little extra money in insurance, so we transferred 7,000, just in case anything else comes up between now and the end of the year that we need to pay out of contractual services.
Okay, I think that was the other one I really was not clear on, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. You have reviewed resolutions 2013-90, 2013-100 inclusive. I would like to have a motion to accept those transfers. One is in motor vehicle, 1, 2, 3 in the park, 1 in the council budget, another 3 in the park, 1 in the city hall budget, 1 in the police budget, and 1 in the landfill budget.
Make a motion that we approve resolutions 2013-90 through 2013-100.
I will second that motion.
Is there any discussion? Anybody here? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carried. Utilities.
Afternoon.
Hi, Dave.
Yeah, we're going to turn here to old business.
Okay.
We've installed 940 of the 1,000 new Badger meters
I
with
didn't get
transmitter.
that. How many did you say?
940 out of the 1,000. We're
Great.
keeping 60 back for miscellaneous use such as new homes, new connects, or when someone moves into an empty house. So we're going to keep 60 back for that.
So that's all we have left in stock.
That's all we have left in stock. We have some training tomorrow for the software office employees, and then Wednesday, the meter readers. And then our plan is to begin reading Friday. With the new-
I have one request. I want our IT man to be in on that meeting tomorrow. I want him to be totally familiar with that software.
Okay.
We made that mistake with Datamatic, we didn't, and we're behind the 8 ball. I don't think that'll ever happen again, but I want him to be totally familiar with how it works, so that if he would have to service it in an emergency, he could. So,
Understand.
would you check his schedule and be sure he can be
I'll do
included?
that. I'll call Ben.
Okay.
And of course, the company we have this time is,
Wow.
well-known and well,
Everybody thought that last time, too.
We just know we'll go down the same road.
yeah, understanding that.
The other thing, while we're talking about that, I talked with him about this. I want to see if we can make an arrangement for him to go to Datamatic and learn the software, and surely they ought to be that good to us, so that he could service the old software for the next 18 months while we're trying to get out of it. So I need you and him to get together and arrange if he could go down and do training with them, or they would, whatever they have to do. I'm certain that he can learn it, and probably it's not that complicated, so that he can service it for us during the 18 months, because I don't want to be caught with our pants down. Can I say that on TV?
You just said it.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'm not supposed to say it, forgive me. But we're not going to be caught again. So as soon as you can, I want him to be up to snuff on that.
If they want a fee, Your Honor, are we gonna pay it?
No.
Okay.
That's
That's the reason I asked the question. I knew the answer, but I wanted everybody to understand.
I'm sure Ben would be good with the software. We do have other units, the antenna, the computer and so forth.
Well, I
but,
think we can handle that. It's the software I'm concerned about.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Go ahead with your agenda.
Sure. At the last meeting, I reviewed that and noticed that oftentimes I talked about how the meters failed this, meter failed that. The meters weren't failing, it's the transmitters that were failing, and it was inappropriate for me to say that. It was the transmitters that were failing. When do you want to address the bids?
You can do it now. if you want to.
Everyone should have in your packet a copy of the tabulation for the bid review. John, it looked like this.
Oh, yeah, I don't know whether that is.
Yeah, you should have
got
it. Should have yellow on it.
Yeah.
There it is.
John, Jane, and I were the review committee, and I have recommendations there for your approval for the gasoline for 2014, Harvest Land Co-op. You can see the prices there. We recommend that. And then on the chemicals, Brentag Mid-South, we recommend all chemicals be purchased from Brentag. That'd be the chlorine, sodium dioxide, hydrofluoric acid.
So both the lowest, right, David?
All except for on Brentag's unit price for the 150-pound cylinder. At most, we will use 2 a year. There's only $3 difference in the
Yes.
2. So I chose to continue to go with Brentag since they have 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 other bids.
And they're
That makes it
less
cheaper.
money on everything else.
Yes.
They're a lot cheaper.
And the chances are that Jones Chemical will drive down here for a difference of $3, probably. Pretty slim. So with your approval, we'd like to have Harvest Land Co-op have our gasoline and diesel fuel bid, and Brentag Mid-South have the chlorine, the SO2, and the hydrofluoric acid.
Okay. We can take these together if you'll okay these 2 bids then. Is there anybody else here representing these companies? Period, I'll take a motion.
I'll make the motion, Your Honor, that we allow Harvest Land for our gasoline and diesel, and Brentag for our hydrofluoric, is that what that is?
Yeah.
And
Chloride.
Chloride, yes. And our SO2, yes.
And chlorine.
And chlorine, I'm sorry, I didn't see that on here. That's fine. Sorry, Julie.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Got that done.
Okay, now I'll get the paperwork to you after the meeting. Willing Brothers hauls our liquid sludge from the wastewater treatment plant, and Land applies it. They have a 2-year contract. We're in the first of 2 years. They come twice a year and take out up to 600,000 gallons. Their last trip, which was last week, was 570,000 gallons. I think it's just under a nickel a gallon. But at that amount, it would be about $30,000 over the cost for this. And that's a contract that we've already agreed on now. I just want to let you know that expenditure will be coming. About $30,000 for that last hauling.
And how, they do it twice a year?
Do it twice a year.
Okay, thank you.
That saves us a lot of money from what we used to operate a belt press, a drying machine, maintenance and upkeep on that, and then we had to haul the dried sludge to the landfill, and overall this cost is a lot cheaper. Also, at the IWA, which is Indiana Water Environmental Association conference last week, our wastewater treatment plant, under the direction of Mary Ellen Brown and Mary Ellen Blanton and her crew down there, they received the state's safety award. It's a statewide recognition, and they come to your site, inspect it, look at all your safety sheets and information, and then it's a competition for that, and they won the safety award for 2013. I thought that was
Yeah, that's great.
ought to be noted.
Outstanding.
Also at that same event, Scott Hood is a 20-year employee in the wastewater industry, and he was also recognized by receiving a plaque. He did not attend, but he did receive a plaque, and that was presented to him today.
Should have brought him up here for that.
Well,
Too busy.
Mary Ellen tried to get him to do that.
Oh, okay, if he didn't want to,
Yeah.
that's okay, but I don't want him to think he was
It's
slow.
hard to
Yeah.
get him on camera.
Yeah. And that's all I have as far as my report.
Okay, you haven't heard anything from our meter people? Then
No, we've been going back and forth on material, but not as far as the agreement.
Okay. We are working on an agreement, I hope to have it to you by the 16th, on speeding up getting our materials ordered, moving it ahead probably as much as 8 months, maybe a year, because we need meters bad right now. Okay, so we'll let that ride. And also, we have, David and I have a We've gone over a lot of resumes, and we have a selection we'll probably present to you on the 16th. And we've had no luck on an assistant yet. You have nobody to interview, right?
Correct.
Well, we're working at it.
Yeah, it's still being advertised. I occasionally get one that their qualifications doesn't match what you and I are looking for.
Well, and it's not just not you and I. It's this whole, we want somebody that can be in line to take this utility over. We want somebody that's got the credentials and the experience. We don't want to leave it in hands. And we're looking, as soon as we find that individual, we found 3, but of the 3, none wanted the job after we offered it. When we considered offering it and going to take it to the Board of Works, they said no. And it's basically logistics. They live where they live, they own their home, and they don't want to move. But we're working on it, and eventually we'll find somebody really top-notch and bring it to you. But we have an application we'd like for you to consider at the next meeting on the 16th. Is the Domino's done yet?
It is done.
Where are we down to? What job are we filling?
The opening is plumber helper on the water service crew.
Okay. And we've got that pretty much worked out if everything goes well. So on the 16th, we'll bring you a candidate for that.
Excuse me, Your Honor, will those interviews be in the package on Friday that we get, so we can have time to review?
No, it'll just be a recommendation, one person. Okay. All right, you got nothing else?
Nothing else.
Thank you.
We're good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are known to public. Is there any public here who would like to do anything today? Anybody? Okay.
I think Mr. Hassler has something.
Well, that's under old business, John.
All right,
You're jumping the gun on me, son.
sorry.
Okay, under old business, Mr. Hassler, we advertised that property for sale. We had 2 appraisals, and Mr. Hassler is the only person that's bid, so we'll open his bid. You can come forth, Mr. Hassler. We've followed all the rules and regulations. We want to sell that piece of property and get it back on the tax roll. It borders with Hassler's. Hassler's have been using it, and
Always wonder if we get the money, the part.
what makes you think you'd get the money?
Wishful thinking, I bet.
I want to tell you, the clerk treasurer here runs a stick. My guess is it'll go in the general fund.
Oh, that's why I told Merrill that you wanted to ask.
Okay, we would like to submit a bid for the following property, a part of the southeast quarter of section 24 and part of the northeast quarter of section 25, township 14, range 12 east, city of Connersville, Connersville Township, Fayette County, state of Indiana, being 0.663 acres, just a little over ½ acre, immediately to the east and adjacent to the property now owned by Hassler Textile Services, 700 Northeastern Avenue, Connersville, Indiana. Our total offering for this is $6,801. Hassler Textile Service, Daniel Bradley Hassler, President. It's signed by Daniel Bradley Hassler, and it's dated 11/27/2013. We have no other bids, and you advertised for 2 weeks like we're supposed to. Okay, pass that to the attorney. John, is the bid in order?
Right, I prepared the notice, Julie published it, and the notice, the offering price includes the average of the 2 appraised values plus the cost of the appraisals, and any other costs associated with the...
So zero cost to the city to divest ourselves of that piece of property.
That's correct. And including the publication is included in this project.
And were you using that hill for anything down there when we sold it?
Not that I know of.
Not even
We was getting ready to, but
not even a goat could stand it.
we could park our cars down there.
Part of this land is straight up and down. Well, I'd like to make a motion that we sell this to Mr. Hassler at the bid price.
Second.
We got a second? Any discussion? Anybody here that objects or is in favor?
What's your intention to do with the property?
Actually, we use it just for maneuvering our large trucks and semis.
Thank you, that's all.
Actually, just to be able to maneuver around those.
Give you
on the
more
way.
room.
Right, we actually have been using it for
This
several
is
years.
a benefit to the city to get some money. He's been using the land anyway.
Right,
And
so
now we just make it legal, and then, in the future, he has control of it. And it's not gonna hurt our baseball field at all.
No.
If any water runs off of that down there, we're gonna send it back.
Okay, send it back uphill.
Ready for the question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All you need to do is write a check to her, but you're gonna have to find out how much, because you have to pay the closing costs.
Okay, okay, that'd be fine.
She'll tell
Not
you.
make it out to Mike.
No, not Mike, or not Carol.
No matter what they say to you.
Okay. I thank you very much, appreciate it.
You'll call him when you're ready for a check.
Or you incorporate it.
John will have to
Yes,
tell me what.
Okay, so it's Hassler, you want it?
It's Eastern Corporation, DBA.
Okay. Anything else under old
Eastern
business?
Corporation.
DBA Hassler Textile Services.
I think you have a proposal under old business.
Yeah, a couple
Let's take your miscellaneous business first.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it.
Come on, let's just take it all, Art. Did you have anything, Dave? Joby?
No.
Okay.
I did, Mayor, when
Okay.
we were
We'll take you one at a time.
The first item is about our new program that we are wanting to start next spring. We're wanting to get approval to run T-ball, youth T-ball, I think at the ages 3 to 5, 3 to 6, and youth slow pitch, which is elementary school, high school age kids, girls. I'm here with the recreation director. If you have any detailed questions that you can answer, he's been doing a little bit of research on this, the pros and cons.
Included in your packet today, or at your seat, was a report, what they anticipate doing with this new program. I think we pretty much decided last year we were gonna do this program. This would allow them to run T-ball, softball. They would take care of the park, all the buildings, and the concessions would fall in, under their jurisdiction. Babe Ruth will still run their program. They will have all of the money that comes for the fees for playing and the advertising on the signs that go around. Sponsor signs will all go to Babe Ruth. They will manage their own program. They will hire their own umpires. They'll run their program. But the Parks Department will run the field, take care of the fields, run the concessions, and take care of the buildings.
I think it makes sense. You fellows have, you'll need another staff person or two. Is that full-time or will that be part-time?
Part-time
Part-time.
kids, yeah.
We'll use the same kids we use, college kids.
Okay.
It shouldn't
They'll
increase, it
oversee
shouldn't
that.
increase our budget any. We'll give the money that's generated will go to a non-reverting fund, like we run all of our other sports,
Okay, good.
We're basically doing a lot of this stuff that's on here now, aren't we?
pretty much.
Yes. When will this begin? What are the dates?
We'll start, this will all take effect once we get approved. We'll start May. We'll start putting the, first of the year, we'll put out notices and let them know we can start signing up.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we'll probably start playing in actual May. And we hope to have a long season where it lasts all summer, you know, not just a couple months.
We're gonna try to provide more recreation, so when the kids are off, they're not bored.
Well, it's a good idea, and I'm all for it. And
I need a motion to
I'll
accept their
make a motion
proposal.
that we provide the park department with operating, I'm not sure what all you want in the wording, operating a T-ball, girls softball, is that good enough?
And concessions.
And concessions.
All park buildings.
Associated with it at all the buildings and fields.
Yeah.
I sat with Darrell and Mike, Your Honor, and went over this with them. It's a good idea. I second the motion. I think we should have.
Is there anybody here who'd like to discuss it? Okay, none appearing, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Your next proposal.
Okay, the next thing is
Thank
we
you,
had
Eric.
our, about a building in the park, for the Parks Department, and a building for the Street Department. We had our committee meeting, Mike and Fran, David met last week to review some plans and pricing. And I think we came up with a real good design for the park. I guess we need your approval to move forward. The building for the Street Department, we're still looking for a location, so we really don't have a whole lot of information about that quite yet until we find a location. But I guess we need approval to move on to the next stage.
Basically, I think we can get the structure erected for $16,000, is that right?
Yes.
With the roof on it. We would then use our people, wire it, put the cement floor in, do all the finishing ourselves, I'm estimating it'll take another $8,000 to complete that. So if you add the 8 to the 16,
About
24,000.
Yeah.
And we're only gonna buy materials, and we're going to hire a group to put the structure up for us. I think it's a terrific price. The size of the building is,
It is 32 by 40,
and that,
12-foot height ceilings.
so it would be right next to his garage, with his inside that wooden fence now. It will not take away from the park. They plan to do it in a brown color that blends with the park. Everything will be in that circle, all of his equipment. It'll be all there where he can work on it, and with 12-foot ceilings, he can put anything he wants in there and work on it.
That's the warranty on it I like too. That's,
Yeah, it has a 40-year on the paint. And
So we need to get council approval.
Well, we need to say we want to move forward with this building and then get council approval to give us the money to get started. We can probably have the structure up and ready for our people to start working on by the end of January.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
If we don't approve it this month, we're probably looking at 6 months out.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should approve the next step, whatever that is. What would be the
Well,
next
next, they
step?
approve this and then move it to the council for
council.
financing.
Okay.
Anybody out there have any comments?
And then when we bid this out?
It doesn't have to
We
be
don't
bid
have
at
to
this
bid it out.
price.
Okay.
We're just doing it ourselves, yeah.
Okay,
so did you make a motion, Fran?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I make a motion
I'll
that
second.
we,
I'm sorry, I didn't know if you did or
we
not.
move on with the project for a building for the park for storage of equipment.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Great.
you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. We'll take that then tonight to the council. I'll need one of you guys or both of you to present it.
Okay, sounds good.
We're kind of doing this just like we did the little building over at the industrial park.
Yeah, good.
We're iron
That worked out
structure.
well.
Yeah. That's a beautiful little building over
Yes,
there.
it is.
Yeah. Serving us well. Who's next? David? David, you're both ready.
Dave.
Maryland, guys, it's more of an informational thing for the public. I want to come up and tell them that, and just advise what was been going on a little bit. Last month of November, we've had 6 purse snatchings around town. And we had one, last one was Saturday night around 9 o'clock, a little before 9. And I just want everyone, all the women out here and men, especially women carrying purses, to try to discourage carrying purses, maybe carry something on your coat or something, or a wallet or something like this, or billfold, and be aware of your surroundings. And 2 of the purse snatchings wasn't even around stores. They were one was around 8th and Walnut, 800 block of Walnut, and the other one was about 8th and Sycamore. And so it doesn't have to be in a parking lot, so to speak. We had 2 at one grocery store, one at another grocery store, and one at a restaurant. And it's happening from the west to Middletown all the way up, to the north end. I just want everybody to be aware of their surroundings. If they see anybody suspicious, and I mean suspicious, milling around, just hanging out, some guy or gal or whatever, or they're sitting in a car for a long period of time in a parking lot, anything that might be suspicious, I want them to call the police and tell them about this, and tell them they got some suspicious character standing or walking or whatever. It might not be nothing. A guy might be waiting for his wife or something, but if he's sitting there for a couple hours just kind of watching things, it makes you wonder. But I just want everybody to know that we are working on these cases. We do have some leads. Nothing real solid, but I'm not too sure this has all been taking place by one person. Might be a couple people involved in this, a couple of different, that's totally unrelated. Just basically, just be aware of your surroundings and try to carry your money or your wallet or something in your jacket somewhere or something like that. Because what they're doing is they're coming over, grabbing the purse, knocking the female down, and then taking off running. And so that's basically all I wanted to do, is come up and if they, like I said, if they see anything suspicious, call the police. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Other David? Did you have anything today?
No.
Okay. How did the trash work? This is the first double holiday we had with the new trash truck. How did it work?
Did really well Friday and Saturday. We got done at about 1:30 Saturday. We missed about 100 people Saturday, which I expected, but that's not too bad for a Friday. So
I had a lot of calls myself at
And
home.
we missed them because they weren't out, that's why I'm saying we missed them, we just,
I didn't realize that a lot of people don't get the paper. I don't know what else to do.
I do a bulletin at the senior center, and I did something at Walmart, and then the paper and radio and Channel 3. I don't know what else to do to get the folks,
David.
maybe Kroger and Marsh, or,
David, you talk to that David and get the holiday schedule on the water bill.
okay, we can do that. We did that, we give you that information.
I had one lady just irate with me. She said, well, if you're gonna change it, you ought to let us know. And I said, well, we put it on the radio, we put it in the paper.
2 months ago or so, trying to let people know, and I apologize.
After I explained, she kinda calmed down. All right, that's the only 2 times we do it, is on Thanksgiving, Christmas.
And Christmas, we'll have to take a look at New Year's, but I think New Year's will be okay
We'll
too.
just do one day, New Year's, right?
Are we running 2 trucks today?
Yeah, we're picking up yard waste today.
And
Last
leaves?
time.
And leaves?
Well, I did, yeah, leaves this morning, I had to quit at noon, I had some other stuff I had to do.
But this is the last time for yard waste
This is
today.
your last day for yard waste, yes.
Be sure you put that in the paper. Today was the last day. I've had some calls on that.
But then we'll do leaves until we're down here, maybe we'll be done Wednesday, maybe, hopefully. So my goal is anyway. But we-
Jason, did you have something today? You just come because you like us?
We'll be meeting some staff afterwards.
Okay.
Can I make one quick
Yes.
comment? I believe in giving accolades out when they're deserved, and Dave, I just want to commend you. I was over and spent some time at the street department, and I was in that office complex, and it looks like a professional place of business now instead of the city dump, and I know you had a lot, that you played a major role in getting that
You
cleaned
let
up.
me spend some money,
Well,
Surely.
just a little.
I just want to commend you on it because it's just, I spent a lot of time in there and I looked around and went into some of the crooks and crannies and you've done a good job cleaning it up and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
That's all, Mayor.
Okay, I want to comment on the downtown Christmas. Channel 13 came down and filmed it and put it on their program.
Oh, really?
I think the downtown Christmas probably looks as nice as I've ever seen. And I thank all those people at the UVA helped us, give us some money. We scrounged up a little money here and there, and it looks nice. I still got one tree out here on the left at the top half don't light.
I fixed it this morning,
Did you?
yeah,
I'll check it tonight.
yeah. The plug wasn't working right, and I fixed it this morning, right before you got it,
Right before I got here.
yeah.
I noticed there was a light bulb on Park Road on they have a problem with that or something?
We fight those,
They were all on last night.
Pardon?
They were all on last night.
I noticed over the weekend they wasn't. That's
Okay, well, last night I went down through there, they were all burned.
we fight them daily to try to keep them going. It's just, we replace some parts in some of them, some timers and some boards in them, but we try to keep them up.
Chief of Police, the city attorney stole my phone out of my car last night. I had to drive all the way.
They look alike.
He said it looked like his. Is that a good reason to take my phone?
That was a good defense, I would say.
Well, when I tried to call my wife, I looked at the screen and it had Leonard's and his wife's picture on it. So I didn't know.
Do you suspect something's wrong here?
Yeah, I knew something was online.
Investigate this a little more.
Well, I called his folks and got it straightened out.
So anyway, I had to make a trip from 37th Street all the way to Vine Street to get my phone, so I checked all the Christmas lights. The only thing I could find wasn't working was the tree down there.
Yeah, and I got that to fix one.
All right.
We've been having trouble up on 27th, 28th, and then we had a little trouble down on 24th in front of Sears, and hopefully that all worked last night.
Anybody else got any business? We're about to quit here. You got any business? Okay.
No, sir.
Word Works, anything else, Fran?
No, I don't think so. I just had one.
We're ready on claims then. Go right ahead.
Okay, I was wondering about the Shelby County Sheriff's Department.
That's-
They're called
that's
on.
rough drug.
That's the rough draft task force.
Oh, okay.
That's a yearly thing.
Okay.
I had one for and I think this is, Mike's gone. Mayor, maybe Judy, you can answer it. That's on Showtime Cinemas for $1,500. It says Park Non-Review Movies Summer Discover. Is that part of the summer program
Yeah,
with the park?
we go ahead and pay that up front
Okay,
for next year, for
that's
next
fine.
summer.
Okay.
Take the kids to movies once a week, Wednesday.
No problem.
Okay, we had 137 city claims, 58,000. $977.49 was the amount. Julie, they're really down.
That's good.
Like to
Yeah,
see
really
everything like that. Utilities, excuse me, water was $57,397.84, I'll get it out in a minute. Sewer was $53,406.51. Stormwater was up $321,944.32, but $315,180 of that was for the road construction on Grand Avenue. That's what raised that number so high. The total was $432,748.67.
We will be reimbursing part of that money back from the city to the utility. We're just at a matter of an appropriation, it has to be approved on the 16th.
Yes.
And so that, part of that will come from the city. That doesn't all come out of yours, Dave. You don't need to panic. Okay. Did you have anything, Fire Chief?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take a motion on the claims.
I'll make a motion, we accept the claims as stated.
Second?
A motion and a second to take the claims and pay them as they were read. Is there any discussion? None appearing, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Unless we have some other business or somebody wants to say something, we're ready to adjourn.
I didn't know anything was mentioned when I was gone on vacation. The second nickel property, everybody had looked at that since we're done with that.
Yes, we did.
Everybody.
We've looked at it and looks good. Needs grass planted on it, but
The
I don't
people next
think.
door are very happy.
We'll do that in the spring.
Oh, we-
I got a little bit of road work that we busted up a little asphalt there on the side, but we're gonna try to fix that tomorrow.
Yeah, which reminds me, in this alley right here next to the beauty shop, there's a hole that long and that wide. Needs to
I
be
called Jay this morning to get some coal patch from him so I can do that with Wednesday.
fixed. You already saw it.
And that and up on Indiana, yeah.
Can't I catch you at anything?
Yeah, I'm sure you can, but so far, that's where I'm at.
Okay. The Board of Works might wonder why we haven't proposed a building for the street department, because we're negotiating on the Duke Energy property up there to see if we could put that building right up there.
Good, I hope we can.
Yeah, we're working on that. So we'll have a report on that maybe next time, okay? No other business, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion that we adjourn.
Second?
Have a motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, the-
Hey, Dave.